there. It was some time ago, but we'll just go over how do you take one of these apart. That's pretty easy. What we're going to do is we're going to rotate our ejection rod here and pull it out. We're actually going to, if you're holding it like this, we are going to turn it clockwise, pull it out, and we've got our witness marks right here. We have to line those babies up like that. Once they're lined up, I'm not exactly sure of the nomenclature of this, but we're going to remove the pin that holds the barrel in place. Take it out. You got to take it out, take the cylinder out. And this can be done at any time before or after. We're going to need to take down the loading gate, and then the barrel comes out on the right side. Now we can get a look at the bore. I'll do the best I can here. Yeah, it looks nice and dark, huh? Looks like there's pretty decent lands and grooves in it. We are going to see if we can't clean this up a little bit. That looks pretty bad. Now the fella I bought it from, he said he shot it. He must have shot it and didn't clean it, but I don't know if he shot it. It doesn't look like it was shot. Recently anyways. But we will see in just a minute what we get cleaned out of this gun. I have not taken it apart yet. Yep, that does appear to be a bullet strike of some kind. It doesn't look like it was a direct hit from a high-powered rifle. Maybe a ricochet. It still looks suspiciously like a bullet strike, but I suppose it could be any kind of shrapnel. It doesn't look like it was being held. If it was being held, there would most assuredly be blood either on the grip or down inside the frame, unless it's also possible somebody may have taken it apart and cleaned any blood off of it. Who knows? It's just one of those things. It's going to be a mystery. We're not going to know. We can postulate all we want, but it just won't be known. So, unfortunately, this is the only way to clean an Nagant revolver from the muzzle. This is an aluminum cleaning rod, so it shouldn't do any damage to the crown, but we're going to take it easy. I don't have any type of bore guide that'll fit on a Nagant revolver, so let's see here. I think I got a couple 30 cal rifle brushes here. And this is chambered in the 7.62 by 38 R cartridge. It's got a rim on the bottom of the cartridge. Of course, revolver cartridges have rims. You can shoot, like for example, 9mm or 45 ACP out of some of the Ruger pistols that have conversions. I'm sure there's others, but well, it's not much better. I think shooting it probably would help clean it as well. This is probably going to be one of those that is difficult to get cleaned out. It's not going to be easy. To get it clean, but we're going to give it a shot. Sometimes if you get rifle bores, or just, whatever bore in general, you can only do so much with a patch and a brush. There's going to be a point probably where you're going to have to shoot the stuff out. I've done this with more than one rifle. I haven't really encountered any pistols with bores that have been bad like this one, but that's really the only option. So this is probably going to be one of those that's going to take quite a bit of time to clean. And it won't be easily achieved. It's a little better, slightly improved. We may be able to see a little bit in there. It's still pretty darn pitty, I guess. A little bit of rust, corrosion, but it looks like it's probably still a worthy shooter. Everything seems to function okay on it, and soon I'll put a few rounds through it and then clean it out. But it's just something that's probably not going to get clean. So, but you know, strong lines and grooves, that's a good sign. And really the only thing you can do is just keep at it. You know, with surplus firearms, the hard thing sometimes is making sure the bores stay clean in them, especially if you shoot corrosive ammo on them. Now, I don't think the hot shot stuff is corrosive. The hot shot ammo that is made for the Nagant revolvers, but it's still a good idea to clean very thoroughly. So another interesting thing that I noticed about this, and we can see it right here, against the face of the frame there, that this pistol has probably spent many years loaded. There's just a little bit of room that the cases will move back and forth when the cylinder's installed in the frame. So, well, we're dripping some nasty stuff there. It does look kind of rusty. So I'll swab this out and see what kind of nasty stuff we've got on our patch here. And we can see it's very dirty. Looks just maybe a little bit rusty, but you know, that's not surprising considering these patches that I have, they're an old flannel sheet or something. So, you know, just whatever's sitting around, old undershirts or something, cut up and well, it looks a little better. There's still a long ways to go, so I'll spend some more time working on this, see if I can get it any cleaner, and then come back after a bit and see how it's coming along. The cylinder is still pretty clean. So, and now we've got what the heck is it? Hitler's Bodyguards on the Military Channel, and they've been overplaying that quite a bit frequently. But oh well. So I'll get cracking on this for a little bit and see what happens. Well, it didn't really clean up very well. You can tell by all the dirty stuff here, and then this spot here is from taking it out and then just kind of drying it off so we can get a new patch in there and see if we can't make anything happen. But you know, it's old, and however it did manage to make its way back to the United States is definitely a story of its own. Unfortunately, as unfortunate as it is, the guns can't tell us exactly what happened or how they came to be where they are, unfortunately. So nothing else that can be said about that, I guess. Of course, it can always be postulated how it got here. There's just really no way of knowing. That's the only bad thing about it. But it is a very historical piece. I mean, it's not every day that you see a firearm that has battle damage on it. One could only assume that it's battle damage, but kind of like the Arisaka that I have that also has a bullet strike, or what appears to be very convincing evidence of a bullet strike to the barrel shank. But one of these days I'll take it apart, check it out, clean the internals. It is kind of dirty, and we can see right down in here that it's just probably got a lot of dust and stuff from years and years of sitting wherever it has sat. So it's a very interesting piece, and hopefully soon I will also have another little surprise, little something that I managed to hopefully pick up. And we'll see. I'm not going to say anything more than that. So until next time, I guess this is the official end to the first vlog, I suppose you could call it. And we shall see what happens in the future. I guess if you like it, let me know. Might be able to get something else going. I don't know. So, until next time, Marshall Zhukov signing out.